Hello there, welcome to Saberjoe Gaming, where we always take the high ground. Just doing a quick audio test. And boom, there it is. And welcome back to WWE2K25, MyGm mode. This is part 7 as we begin the march to Survivor Series ahead of then WrestleMania and the end of this MyGm mode season. Hello, Fabrizio. Says, I was waiting for this stream. I apologize, dude. I did actually try and do it earlier, but the same thing that happened on Thursday when it was saying it was struggling to launch a stream happened again. Very weird. I'm going to have to look into this because it does get in the way. Anyway, let's crack on, shall we? And yes, during this stream, I will talk anything people want to ask or talk about with regards to the SmackDown last night, WrestleMania, etc. I am all on board with. New champions. Vizio says, no, good. I didn't know which time I'd be streaming. Yeah, well, I was going to try and stream a little bit earlier. Only about, like, half an hour ago, like. But. Okay, another match. Running by Solo. Finn Balor retains again. Fabrizio says, what are your thoughts on heel Randy Orton? I think it's awesome. I thought the heel turn, I think it was kind of obvious it was coming. But it didn't matter. It worked well. It was still really good. Gonna simulate all these ones. Get to the bigger ones. Oh, rivalry complete. I didn't know you could complete a rivalry on a normal episode. Frizio says Randy Orton didn't hesitate. I think it was, I like the way he sort of was saying, look, it wasn't supposed to be this. It was supposed to be Drew. And it's like he's already decided his only if he wants to win the title, he has to be full on evil Orton. Like he has to go to that dark place. And he wanted to do that to Drew. But when he realized it was Cody, he was like, look, I didn't want it to be this. I didn't want it to be you that I did this to. But I'm still going to do it. And like once he switched. He even shoved Jelly Roll, which I was like, oh. Yeah, no, I think it went well. And yeah, it does make Randy versus Cody more exciting. I think the whole sort of friends going against each other is fine. But for WrestleMania, that only works if it's like, this is a match that is must see. Like if it was a match between two people who have never fought before, and they are both the absolute top, and it's something like that, then maybe. But even then, you need friction. This time, they just went, right, let's just have them go evil. Boom. Fabrizio asks, do I think it'll main event night 2? No, I don't. I think it'll be night 1, but I do think it'll be the night 1 main event. Which I think is fine. Cody doesn't need to be the main event on night 2 every time. And I think the night 1 main event is still a main event. Fabrizio says Cody should not retain. I don't actually have any strong views on it, if I'm honest. Personal preference, I would like to see Randy win it. I would prefer Randy to win it and go full-on brutal evil heel. I got an email about an ad agency in the arena. They're currently charging $10,000 for 3 weeks. Go on, let's try it. They won a gauntlet match this week. I don't think I've ever done a gauntlet match before. I think I'm going to sell the Ultimate Warrior. I'm not doing much with him. Oh, yeah, let's make the perk decision. Oh, no, no. Is there anyone else? Let's see what it was that Fabrizio just said there. Randy was like, screw it, I don't need Cody as a friend. I don't think it was that he didn't even... I think it was just, this is how I have to be. This is how he's always had his success. Since coming back and being this upbeat goody, he's not won things. You know, he knows if he wants to be the top guy, he has to go and actually be the top guy. So I think that's fair. Bruisers. Any bruisers? Oh, we got us a Hulkster. We got Victoria. Oh, do you know what? I'm bringing in the Hulkster. Boom. There we go. So yeah, I think it definitely makes it more spicy, and it means, if I'm honest, we've got two good main events: CM Punk versus Roman, Cody versus Orton. They're two good main events. Neither one of them is like exceptional, but usually you have one exceptional one and one okay one. We've got two good ones, which is pretty much the same equivalent. So yeah, I'm okay with that. Main event. The Rock versus... Ooh. Fabrizio says, these are the main events that I predicted. As in the ones that are there are the ones you predicted, or you're going to tell us your ones? Do, 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 do. Let's see, what have we got down here? We need the Dudleys to defend their titles, don't they? Let's put them in the main event. But who can... Oh. 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 Tell you what, let's make it a non-title match. But a tables match. Boom. I'm not doing a gauntlet match. Sorry, don't care what he wants. Those two can keep going. Who can Hogan call out? Oh. Hogan's gonna call out the Demon Brother. Meanwhile, I'm gonna give the Demon a bit of a spa day. And they can have an underground match. Keep that rivalry going. Let's get the Hurricane on the card. Fabrizio says Cody versus Randy will be more likely Hell in a Cell. I don't know, you know. I actually think if they're going to make one of the matches into a proper gimmick match. I actually think it should be Drew versus Jacob Fatu, because that needs something to make it feel special. I think Cody versus Randy Orton could just be like a no disqualifications or something. I mean, if it was Hell in a Cell, I'm okay with that. That'd be fine. Can't we change Lita's class? Turn her into a fighter? Okay. Fritzio says, or a street fight. I'd take that as well. Yeah, a street fight would be okay. I think a street fight would be cool. The problem with Hell in a Cell is you almost have to have gone through a lot of other matches first, and they haven't. You know, at least Jacob and Drew have had come to blows inside of a cage, come to blows inside of, different match types. So, that could work. I'm not saying that should be a Hell in a Cell, by the way, necessarily. I'm just saying that match needs to be a gimmick match. I also think we'll probably get like a triple threat ladder match for the women's tag titles. An I Quit match is an okay match, but it complicates things because you've got to think about how you're going to protect people. Hello, Muller Arcades. Hello, dude. It is good to see you here. Hurricane beat The Rock. Yeah, we didn't see anything from Carmelo Hayes, did we? I suppose in the build-up to WrestleMania, you want to keep the focus on... you think he got scared of Danhausen? I mean, he doesn't want to risk getting cursed. We've seen what happened to The Miz. His mic stopped working. And then his promo, his Miz TV segment went off the rails. It looks like we're going to get a Miz versus Jelly Roll, or Miz and Kit Wilson versus Jelly Roll and someone. Maybe Danhausen. Oh, keeps hitting me with those power cards. Yeah, I like Danhausen. He's really funny. Got to keep these contracts going. Okay, because we're losing Julia. Fritzio says he's going to curse the entire roster. I mean, he well could. He well could. Let's search for some legends. Oh! Oh, we can get both of the Motor City machine guns. Boom. Boom. And I'm gonna let him go. Because we just don't need them. Solo I'll keep around for now, just in case. Fabrizio says, I played WWE2K25 MyGm and it's so much better, really. What's changed in it that makes it better? Other than that they've added some match types and stuff. What's actually changed in the structure? Let's do a tag team call out. Fritzy says custom titles, new PLEs, 50 weeks, new goals, new difficulty, bigger roster. Yeah, I mean the only thing I really cared about them changing, they haven't. Which was I wanted them to get rid of this thing where you have to do inter-brand matches on the pay-per-views. I hated that. And as far as I am aware, they have left that in it. So that's a shame. Oh. Yeah, he says slowly becoming universe mode. Do you know what? I don't play universe mode. It's not one I've ever really played, which is weird because as I understand it, it very much fits what I tend to do. Hello, Magnificent Logo says the Randy heel term was sick. Yeah, we were just talking about that, man. Frizio says, I hate cross-brand PLE. It's so sucky. Yeah, the idea of it is cool. It just doesn't work in practice because, one, it means you've got so few matches you can put together. And two, it basically, the other brand picks random wrestlers. So I'm like, I'm going to put The Undertaker in it for main event of WrestleMania. And they go, yeah, we're going to give you Kit Wilson. And you're like, oh, shut up. Like, it's just not, it's not what it should be. Gonna have a bit of interference from Finn. Magnificent says, I hope Randy wins. I think everyone said that, mate. And what was interesting was like the people in the arena were like absolutely cheering for Orton. Gonna make a fatal four-way. Cody was getting booed, yeah. Well, I don't know he was getting booed. I didn't hear him getting booed, I'll be honest. I'm not saying he didn't, I'm just saying I didn't hear that. I saw what I saw was Randy getting cheered. Which is not quite the same, but I mean it does make me think that it does make me think that come WrestleMania, we will see. Oh, tag team call out. Let's do that. It does make me think at WrestleMania, we'll get a bit of a Randy support. I think what we have to remember is, though, the whole idea is who you cheer for doesn't make them a face or a heel. Who you cheer for means that's who you like. They can be a face or a heel regardless. But I mean, I think we've got two. As I say before, we've got two cool main events. So I'm happy. You know, despite what everyone else is saying, Rhea versus Jade is cool. It's what I was really happy for. So if we get a women's ladder match as well, with like women's like tag ladder match, and I really want them to this whole thing between the MFTs and the Wyatt Six, that needs to end, and they might as well end it at WrestleMania. Just do like a big interfaction war, like a no-holds-barred street fight war type thing. Give it 8 minutes, let them smash each other with steps and chairs and tables and everything, and then one of them wins and it's over. And then literally separate them. Don't let them near each other anymore after that. Magnificent says, I was also booing him. I gathered that. Also, they added War Games in GM mode with cross-brand PLEs, and I really don't care about Steph versus Liv. I don't like the storyline. It's boring. I don't really care about the storyline. I just love Liv. So, as long as Liv wins, I don't mind. Trick Willie with a big win in that Fatal 4-Way. Do we get a tag team rivalry? Yes, we do.
1, 2, that's 3. Bring it.
Yeah, I do think Stephanie Vaquia has been a little bit underwhelming, if I'm honest. Whether I'm not saying that's her fault or whether it's Louis' fault, I don't know. It's just not been that interesting. I think she's good in the ring and she's got a cool entrance, but it suffers from a bit of yeetness once the entrance is done. A lot of novelty ends. Fabrizio says it's also the language problem. A little bit, yeah. But, I mean, that doesn't seem to have hindered, like, the likes of Asuka. So, I don't think that's a massive issue, but it might be a factor. You could be right. What's he saying? Oh, why'd you let go of my tag partner? That's interesting. I've never seen it where he says, you know, they talk about their tag partner being let go. Okay, so this is one of the proper big cards now. Right, what's our main event? Fabrizio says, I hope this Monday Brock Lesnar's Open Challenge will be answered. I've no more patience. Well, it will be answered, but I don't think it'll be the actual challenger. We are going to go rematch of Hell in a Cell. Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker. Fabrizio says, are you going to do WrestleMania in this stream? No, WrestleMania is the next one. That'll be the last one. So that'll be a separate stream. So I'll do this night and then Survivor Series, which is after this. Do you know what? We're going to make Fatal 4-Way. And have Hulkster and Finn Balor all for the North American title. Oh, no. No, I'm not. I've got an idea. Future idea. Ba-ba. Tag team titles. Champions versus champions. All the belts on the line here. Fabrizio says, I've got a question. Feel free, dude. Ask away. Hurricane can call out Kane. And we will do them versus the Dudleys. Fabrizio says, after WrestleMania, if Randy does win, he's going to form a new faction. Feeling is Ricey Stance and Ethan Page from NXT. That's not a question. That's a statement. But, I mean, he absolutely could. But I don't know. I just don't know. I kind of feel Ricky Saints. Okay. I kind of feel that if we did that last year. Last year we created the vision coming out of it. I don't know that doing the same thing again is gonna do anyone any favors. And also this is the whole thing about Randy Orton being dark and standing on his own now and betraying people. I don't see why anyone would side with him. But we will see. The Rock. Fabrizio says, imagine if Travis Scott returns to help Randy Orton at Mania and went, oh my word, that would get booed. Travis Scott is like so hated now. Whoa. Eddie G, Latino Heat. Lowrider. Oh man, Travis. I mean, I'd never heard of Travis Scott before he came to wrestling. Anyway, I don't know him, don't care about him. But just from what happened at WrestleMania alone, I'm like, oh my word. Oh, low blow by Eddie. Not a shock, is it? Oh. Dodged by The Rock, and he hits a clothesline. The Rock looks like he's like the Incredible Hulk next to Eddie. Yeah, it'd be like a whole new standard for dislikes on YouTube. Big clothesline. What do people think we do about the mid-card titles? Like the US and the Intercontinental titles. What do we think they're going to do at WrestleMania? Fritio says, also I like the stream. Thank you very much, dude. Appreciate the like. Oh, my word. Bye-bye, Eddie. Do we think we're going to get the Rock or any other sort of big names making an appearance? I don't mean fighting, but making an appearance at WrestleMania? Fritio says, 6-man ladder match for the IC title with Penta. And the US title, you hope Danhausen is going to win the championship. I mean, they could do I do think they'll do a ladder match. I don't know whether it'll be for the IC title, whether it'll be for the women's tag title. But it would be a good thing to add to the card. What do you think about the women's mid-card titles? I still think we're going to get Becky and AJ Lee again. Fabrizio says he thinks The Rock will return after Punk, Roman, Rock Bottoms to set up next year at Mania. Yeah, I mean, I think a cool way of doing it would be have like the referee down and then The Rock comes out. So it looks as though it's going to be like The Rock versus CM Punk. And then he just turns around and attacks Roman instead. That'd be a cool fake out. Big spit on the hand there. Oh, spinebuster. And now it is time for the most electrifying move in all of entertainment. The People's Elbow picks him up. And Rock Bottoms. You don't think the US title's going to make it? I think it... Are you... What? How the hell did Eddie kick out of that? I still think it'll make it on the card. Because, I mean, partly because I really want to see Chelsea Green win the title back again. I love Chelsea Green. Yeah, I know, the women's. Big suplex. The Rock. He's got to be shocked that Eddie survived. A People's Elbow, a Rock Bottom, the Spine Buster. Fritio says, why couldn't they do a Women US Open Challenge? That would elevate it. Yeah, they could. The problem is the Open Challenge gimmick It doesn't work if everyone does it. But I actually thought that's what they were going to have AJ Lee do with the Intercontinental title. But they did not. Instead, they did like a gauntlet thing. Okay. Tag team titles. Looks like they were teasing a Motor City Machine Gun sort of split or drama, and I don't get why they were doing that. The tag team divisions, they need to just stop putting, like, tag team matches. The whole MFT and Wyatt Six stuff has just swallowed up the tag belts, and no one else is getting a look in. Which is why I think it's near enough to WrestleMania now that you might as well wait until then. Do a big multi-person schmoz battle and then just end it. Fritzio says, why do some people like Gunther? Doesn't wear their merchandise, rubbish at promos. He wears a suit. Maybe it fits him as a character. I mean, he's a decent wrestler. I used to like him. But this whole retirement career killer type gimmick has absolutely killed any interest I had in him. He's basically just taken what should have been 3 really good retirement matches and he stole them basically, and all 3 of those matches were pretty much the same, and none of them were that special. Fitzy says, even if it's summer, Cody will wear a suit. Yeah, I saw something the other day. It was like Cody on a beach, and he was wearing a suit. And someone was like, for God's sake, Cody, just wear shorts and a T-shirt. Oh. Is this going to be it? Is Chris Sabin about to win the tag team titles on their debut match? He is! The Machine Guns, 1 match in, win the tag team titles. Oh my God! I think Cody Rhodes could do with a bit of an absence, like where he goes away for a little bit and then comes back. Just because I think some people are getting a little bit, I won't say bored, but maybe bored. I'm not. But I think it could do some good. Maybe have him lose brutal fashion to Randy Orton. He goes away and he comes back like later down the line, because by then people will be bored of Randy Orton too, because, you know, that's what people do. Magnificent says, hey, Sabre, I'm going to the movies right now. Just wanted to say bye. Dudes, have a lovely day. Enjoy the film, whatever it is you're going to watch. I will definitely see you at the next stream, buddy. Have a good weekend. You take care. Fabrizio says, I didn't mean Gunther retire Goldberg. I don't know. I'm not sure what you mean there. Who should I go? I think when he comes back from his break, the problem is he'll have to go wherever Randy Orton is, because the whole point would be he comes back for revenge. You didn't mind Gunther retiring Goldberg. For me, I get that. For me, retirement matches should always be between a wrestler and someone who is their peer, like a legend of their same level, usually someone they have history with. So like the way Undertaker retired Shawn, Triple H retired Batista, Shawn retired Ric Flair, that sort of thing. I didn't say reclaim the title for Fabrizio. I said he should come back and go after Randy Orton. Doesn't mean Randy Orton would still be the champion. If your babyface gets brutally beaten and written off, when he comes back, he has to go after the person who took him out. I suppose it depends, though, how long he's out for as well. Obafemi and Trick Willie. Oh, whoa. Oh, my word, big roll up. Flips him round. Flips it back. Oh, and again. Oh, and a kick out. Ow! Fabrizio said Cody should beat Randy, only get cashed in on at SummerSlam afterwards. Maybe. Yeah, that wouldn't be terrible. I'm all for him staying away from the, not winning the title for a little while. But he's also one of their biggest stars. So when you've got 2 title belts, you in the end, they have to win the title back eventually. I'm not saying anytime soon. Yeah, and he'll definitely be back before September. WWE wouldn't let Cody not be around for that long. Obafemi on the outside. Trick Willie does not jump over the top rope, apparently. Oh, caught from a double axe handle. Obafemi showing some dominance there. These two, by the way, would make a really cool tag team, because they're very contrasting styles. So it'd be really cool to put those styles together. Whoa, neckbreaker. Vizio says, I hate when Sami Zayn teases to win a title, then not to win it. I mean, I don't think he should win it. He might win it at WrestleMania next year, with it being in Saudi Arabia. But I don't actually think Sami Zayn is a world champion. Not everyone should be, and I don't think he is. That's going to be really unpopular, I'm sure. But if everyone gets a turn of winning the world title, then it doesn't mean anything. Yeah, I liked him in the Bloodline. Oh, my mercy. What is Trick Willie doing? I'm all for him turning heel as well. I think that's okay. I think that'd be quite cool. It might actually be him that costs Cody the title. And then you could have Cody return to take out Sammy instead. Okay, let's see if we can make this work. Go, 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 go. Oh, stupid, stupid, stupid. It's too flexible. What a kick! Betio says, Sami Zayn is a world champion material. He's a big heel. It's fair enough. It's okay that you think that, mate. Everyone's allowed to have different opinions. You have to remember as well, I grew up in a generation where the likes of Scott Hall, Mr. Perfect, all didn't win the world title. Like, only a select, very few people were world champion. And that made the world title more important because most people didn't get it. Nowadays, I mean, everyone gets a turn. Kofi Kingston's a world champion. You know, where just everyone gets a go. And it just makes it less meaningful. So I don't see Sami as a world champion. I wouldn't be like, I hate it if he did win it. It just wouldn't be on my... Same as, like, I love Danhausen. I wouldn't make Danhausen the world champion. Oh. Throws him over the top. Nope, that's in there. Oh, trick with the knee. Throws over onto the ladder. He should be dazed. Trick Willie. Run. Oh, why didn't it let him run up the ladder? Oh, now this is going to ruin. Look at this. These are the annoying factors within the game, which hopefully is changed for the next one. I don't think it's nostalgia, if I'm honest. I think it's, I mean, because you've got to remember, I'm still a wrestling fan now. Like, I haven't changed being a wrestling fan. I only liked it back then. The fact was, back then, you didn't see the world champion as much. You didn't see the title as often. And less people had it. So that only makes kind of sense that would make it feel more special. And the Attitude Era was basically when the title started that feel of not feeling as big. Because it changed as much. Doesn't mean that I didn't enjoy the wrestling or that it wasn't good. Oh, my word, that was ugly. Or that it wasn't good. But... oh, baby, that was a nasty powerbomb. But it does just mean it's... oh, kick out. I mean, things change for a reason. And I'm not against... like, we've got 2 titles now, and I'm fine with that. And a lot of the people who get the world title, I'm glad they get it. But we all know the difference. I mean, this era hasn't really got a name anymore. I would call it the moaning internet wrestling community era. It's the era where people are never entirely happy with what they get. I'm not talking about you, by the way, mate. Oh! The prime era. Oh my word, can you imagine? There's the knee. But yeah, I still enjoy wrestling now just as much as I did back then. It's just spot on the improvements, the positives and the negatives from each. Trick Willie with the Winnie. Maybe it's the impulsive era. I mean, I think people had been calling it the reality era. I'm going to simulate this one. Boom! Both double champions. Fabrizio says this year, Mania, they will have so many sponsorships, even the champion. Oh, if they started putting sponsorships on the actual title belts, that would be game over for me. Genuinely, that would be game over. I would really struggle with that. The McDonald's Championship. It'd have like the McDonald's Tag Team Championship, the Burger King United States Championship. Rizzio says, I've got good news. What's the good news? SmackDown will be a KFC brand. No, I think they'd have to pick a blue brand for SmackDown and a red brand for Raw. Okay, NXT title, Undertaker versus the former champion Michaels. McDonald Mania. Trying to think what the worst sponsorship for WrestleMania could be. Oh, nasty landing for Michael. Slim. Well, we already get Slim Jim. To be honest, I mean, I'm here in the UK. Slim Jim doesn't really exist. So I only know Slim Jim because of its links to wrestling back in the 90s anyway. So to me, Slim Jim is a wrestling brand. So that one's fine. That's probably the one I'm most okay with. Because I always remember Slim Jim based on the sponsorships with Macho Man. Oh! They will never move Raw off Monday nights. That won't happen. It's because it's been such a long-running thing. Every now they always use it as one of their stats. Because one of the ideas during the WWE invasion was that they were going to do Monday Night Nitro as a WCW show, and it got shot down because even like the brands and the companies and the TV channels are like, nope, has to stick. I've seen people do like the other, like the colours, the swap arounds and stuff, but you won't see WWE do that, I don't think. Michaels making his way around. Why is it so slow to to actually grapple or do anything. Oh, sweet chin music. Counter. Nope. Oh. I do actually like the 24/7 title, if I'm honest. But, they tried it with the... Because it was originally the hardcore title, wasn't it? And then they made the 24/7 one. I think it was fun. Oh, Undertaker! Thrown through the cell. And we are going up. These two men going there. This is where one of their most iconic rivalries took place. Oh! Oh! Lordy, lordy, no! Big choke slam. Shawn Michaels straight back up. What? No way. Power bomb on the top. Paul Heyman winning the 24/7 title. I mean, it doesn't even exist yet again, so. If they brought it back, though, I think Logan Paul should win it. Oh. I will do the Survivor Series stream as well, yeah. Are we going to tombstone him? Oh, just lands on it. That's disappointing. Okay. Goodbye, Michaels. Oh! Yeah. It's literally this is the go. I always do sort of the go-home show and the actual event, and then end the stream. I mean, why does he get back up that fast? Also, is the referee up here to count the pin? Can we pin up here? No. So why is the referee even up here? Oh my word, Michaels. Oh, that was nearly a Sister Abigail, that. Oh! Whoa. Here we go, and tombstone through the cell. Boom. Oh, and straight down onto the table itself. Ref. Idiot. Put him on there. Taker going up high. Is he going to be able to cover that much distance? Might not be able to. Yes, he does. Referee's like minding his business. Whoa! Shawn Michaels with a roll up. Choke slam time onto what's left of the table. Countered by Michaels. How is this still going? Body uppercut. Michaels rolls out. There can't be much of Michaels left. Oh. My word. Oh, it's a low blow. It's a low blow. But it's a kick out. Michaels took a boot to the face for that one. Oh. Right hand. Fabrizio says, what's your favorite WWE World title design? Like any of the top championships, you mean? I might say either the classic 90s winged eagle, or I also really like the initial undisputed championship, which the Brock Lesnar and Kurt Angle held. Thought that was a really nice one. That said, I also like the NXT World title design. But if we're talking WWE, probably the Winged Eagle or the first Undisputed. Bum 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 bum. Okay, Survivor Series time. Who has he vetoed? Rhea Ripley, prick. Fabrizio says, for me, it's between the spinning championship and the Winged Eagle. See, I never liked the spinning one, but I understand, like, people that grew up with it and stuff. I can understand why some people like it. Ain't for me, but... Fabrizio says, do you like the Orthonis WWE Championship? Not sure which one you mean there, mate. Let's keep the Rock around. Fritzy says the one with the Rock introduced into... Oh, I'll be honest. I don't like any of the ones with just a big WWE logo on it. I don't like any of those, which means I'm not a big fan of any of the current championships, really. Fitzy says, did you like the big gold world heavyweight title? So the big gold heavyweight one was originally the WCW belt. They just changed the logo on it and stuff. I never liked that that much as a kid, because it just always looked like a big pound coin to me. So I was never a fan of that one. I like it from a nostalgia side of things. I think it's but it wasn't one I liked particularly. We'll put them two in that one, even though they're the former champions. And they want to give us another. You're going to get another Hell in a Cell match, apparently. The current world title, I actually like that one. I think that one's okay. Right, someone with high stamina. Let's throw Hogan in Hell in a Cell. We'll have Batista call out. It's only one, I'm afraid. I can't put two people in it. Hulk Hogan versus Reza. I know. They don't half give you some crap matches. Make that a steel cage match. Don't normally do the tag team steel cages because they one escapes and then it doesn't go anywhere. We will have I was going to try and finish that feud. That'll be a dream match. Let's take it to the Survivor Series arena. We'll buy the tables card. Okay. Let's see what they give us. Katana Chance and Ivy Nile. Garbage. But let's do this thing. Fitzio says my favorite WrestleMania stage is the Blue Dallas one. Oh, that's a good question. Favorite WrestleMania arena? I'm literally looking on Google at the moment. There has been some amazing ones. I hope this year, because they're back in Vegas, they don't do something similar to last year and just like sort of reuse the idea. Because that would just absolutely stink. Yeah, we're not watching Ivy Nile's entrance. I mean, I loved WrestleMania 17. I also really liked the New Orleans one. I can tell you what the worst one ever was. And that was the COVID WrestleMania in the Performance Center. That is the worst WrestleMania arena of all times. Oh, Katana Chance has brought a kendo stick in. Says, which one? Stage 34 or 30? 34. When it was 30 and they just did the X's, same as when it was WrestleMania 20 and they just did the X's, I'm not a big fan of that. I think that's a bit lazy. Shell McCool, the big clothesline. Fabrizio says the one with Braun Strowman won the tag titles was random, with a random lid. I can't really remember that, if I'm honest. I remember him winning the tag titles, obviously. Just don't remember the arena. Oh, the random kids. Okay, I thought you were talking about the random lid on the stage or something. Yeah, it was the referee's son. Was it referee Charles Robinson? I think it was. It was his son that he... Styles Clash! Job done. John Cone, that's right. Oh, Katana Chance is injured. That's a shame. Fortunately, I don't care, because she's for the other brand. Michaels versus Eddie. This should have been a WrestleMania match. I know Shawn Michaels has said that before Eddie Guerrero passed away, the plan was for him to fight Eddie at the next WrestleMania. Been our NXT champion for a long time. Ended up losing it to The Undertaker. Fritzia says, do you remember Jack Swagger? I do. I never thought he was all that great, to be honest. I certainly never understood why he won the world title. I think people thought, oh, because he's an All-American, so surely he's going to be like the next Kurt Angle. And it's like, he had none of Angle's look, charisma, intensity, anything, really. I mean, normally John Cena's resistance to putting people over, I wasn't a fan of. In that situation, he had a point. There was absolutely nothing in him that felt like it should have been a world champion. Again, that's the kind of situation that I was talking about before, though. People like him who won the world title, and it just made the world title mean a lot less. Sheamus, I think, is Sheamus still out injured? Boom, lands the fist again. Oh, that sounded horrible. There was like a wet crunch when he landed there. Eddie Guerrero is in real trouble. Oh, counters the sweet chin music. It's a drop kick. Got a handful of tights. Oh, rope break. Waiting for Eddie to stand. Oh, rope to the eyes. Oh, Whoa! Eddie spears him over the off the edge of the ringside. Elbow off the ringside that time. Fabrizio says, now I've got a question. Go for it. The last time you had a question, it was a statement. But I'll give you another chance. What's the greatest WrestleMania? It's either WrestleMania 17 or WrestleMania 19. They are, in general, considered to be the two best WrestleManias of all time. Oh. Pile driver. Eddie Guerrero is in trouble. 1, 2, kick out. Eddie chops back. Counter. Oh! Big right hand. HBK chance now. Michaels got that laser focus. He's going for another pile driver. It's a rope break and Eddie is still in this. Michaels has targeted the neck and the back, which probably impacted in that earlier spot. Dives through. Fabrizio says, next week I'll start kickboxing and I'm nervous. Oh, dude, that's awesome, man. Threw a steel chair at him there. I used to do jiu-jitsu. I was a black belt. I actually used to teach. I was legitimately a sensei. I used to teach jiu-jitsu. I really enjoyed it. Oh, mercy! Oh, what a flip as well. Oh my word, this match is going off the rails. Big splash off the barricade by Michaels. Fabrizio says, I don't like karate judo. You do know neither of those things are jiu-jitsu, and they're also both very different things. Karate is a martial art and judo is a sport. Jiu-jitsu is not judo. It's also not karate. Okie doke, we have a rivalry. Let's take that to WrestleMania. Okay. Gonna do this cage match, and then we've got our Hell in a Cell main event. Tag team cage matches are wacky, by the way. Because if one person escapes, that doesn't actually... Whoa! That was a weird camera angle. It doesn't actually help because Then the other person is left in there alone with 2 people. And when I've done these loads of times, my partner's managed to escape. And I'm like, well, thanks for that. Fritzio says Team Hell No was fun. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed it. I like Daniel Bryan. I just don't see him as... He's not particularly one of my favourites. I also didn't really like him as a person after his whole trying to embarrass AJ Styles on the... like real life on the one of their... the sort of talk and smack things. But yeah, I like Team Hell No. In fact, Kane has had so many random tag team partners. I'm trying to think how many. So he was obviously with The Undertaker. He was in a team with X-Pac. He was in a team with Van Damme. He was in a team with the Hurricane. He was in a team with Mankind. Obviously, Daniel Bryan as Hell No. He's probably been the... yeah, he just pressed the randomizer button for tag team partner. And he's held the tag team titles with like half of them. The crowd with a "This is awesome" chant already. This has been brutal. Kane going for the choke slam. Oh no, he's not. He was just going for the choke slam pose. Devon into the cage. Whoa, dodged. Whoa. Weirdly falling dropkick. That's... Oh, and I think Bubba Ray is Bubba busted open now. And here we go. And see, Kane is trying to escape while I'm occupied with these two, which means I'm going to be... Oh, it looks like Bubba's going to try and escape as well. Oh my word, Kane is going to leave, and I'm going to be stuck on my lonesome. Unless I can escape as well. No, I cannot. Choke slam for Bubba Ray. Oh, he countered it. I really need Devon to try and escape. Because currently I am left. Frizio says, I tried My Rise in the new game and it's so bad. Go on, why is it so bad? I generally find My Rise is just... I think it's too long and it's too repetitive. Oh my word, he countered the tombstone. Yeah, I'm going to let Bubba Ray escape. Devon. Oh, an Undertaker busted open now. And now it's a one-on-one in the cage. Frizio says, mate, you have to go Performance Center, play 5 random matches. Oh no, that sounds well tedious. Power bomb. Boom. Is that going to be enough for the... Oh no. Apparently there's no pinfalls in this one. I liked this year's My Rise, the one I'm playing now, I mean, with the mutiny story in it and stuff. The one thing I didn't like was that You made your character, then you started playing. I can't remember if it was male or female first. And then just when you're getting into the game, you have to make another character. And it just broke up the flow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Devon's asking for the door. Neckbreaker. Devon's got like 2 finishes saved as well. So I need to get out of here fast. L1 to escape. Oh, I need to counter. Come on. Counter. I mean, the men and women's combined into one was like sort of like this year's novelty. The one before that, they had 2 separate ones again, which, to be honest, I kind of prefer. I don't want to have to make 2 characters to do it, but yeah, it's all a matter of opinion. No! Go away, Devon. Go away, Devon. Whoa. I just the thing with problem with Mutiny was it was so good. I was like, I wish they could actually make a storyline that good in actual wrestling. Like, I want them to actually do Mutiny for real. Tombstone. Surely that is done now. Come on. Stay down, stay down. Oh, and The Undertaker makes it out. Fabrizio says, I may replay the Mutiny one too. It was so good. Brothers of Destruction win at Survivor Series. Okay. Now we're going to simulate these ones. Yeah, Rezar is still hanging on in there. It's funny, when all this started, we actually had them on our brand at one point. Oh my God, it's Hulk Hogan versus El Grande Americano. I'm not even going to bother trying to climb out of the cell for this one. No way, brother. Oh, they should have done El Grande Americano versus Hulk Hogan's Mr. America gimmick. The American connection. Frizio says, this original Grande needs to end. It's been going so much. They're probably going to do a mask versus mask match at WrestleMania or something. Trying to figure out what the crowd are chanting in this match. They were just chanting something there that sounded like a dueling chant type stuff. Oh, I think it was That's Chad Gable. No, it's not. If the main event of the WrestleMania that sort of finishes this series for the channel is something like this, where they give me, I put in like a Hulk Hogan or an Undertaker, and they give me like El Grande Americano, I'll be fuming. Think Danhausen's gonna curse R-Truth, says Fabrizio. I hope not. I like R-Truth. And besides, they're both... R-Truth is currently occupado with Damian Priest. So, maybe not. I actually think they'd work better as a team. Hogan with the speed and the reflexes, brother. Big power slam. He's going to care. I can see him cursing a referee. I hope he actually gets a match at some point. They don't just keep him in the backstage bits. Like, he can be in the backstage most of the time, but... He absolutely... You know, you were talking about having the 24/7 title. He is the type of person that would work amazingly with that. I actually do think we might see Brock Lesnar and Danhausen interact. But I actually hope they sort of do it where he goes to curse Brock Lesnar and he like misses and curses someone else, or like he goes to curse him and he goes, no, actually I'm not going to do that. Because like he's too scared or something. Because it only works when it's around comedy characters. Oh, my words. Yeah, he would kill Danhausen. He would kill him dead. Oh, Grande fighting back strong. It's the chop. Hogan. Grande. Hogan. Grande. Hogan. Says Danhausen is like the next face I will see. I will punch it. I am still hopeful that we get Obafemi versus Brock at WrestleMania. It doesn't really need any build. It just needs the two of them. And there we are. Survivor Series ends with Hulk Hogan, for some reason, beating El Grande Americano inside Hell in a Cell. And apparently it was a 4.5-star classic. It really, really wasn't. Fitzier says it's going to be likely Gunther or LA Knight. I don't think either of those. Like, you asked me a year ago, I would have loved to have seen Brock versus Gunther. Now, the only reason I'd want to see Brock versus Gunther is if Brock absolutely decimates Gunther. And even then I wouldn't like it, because it'd make me think they're going to try and use Gunther to retire Brock as well. And it's like, I don't need that. I mean, if we got Seth versus Brock, it wouldn't be the end of the world. But I'd rather just see Seth versus Bron Breakker. Which I know is down to whether Bron Breakker is healed or not, but still. that any one of theirs I want. I wouldn't mind Tegan Knox. We could do with some new talent for the women's division, so... Fritzio says... Paul Heyman is out, Brock Lesnar is alone. Again, he might not be by then. It depends. You've still got a good month until Mania. Who could we give them? Ober's feud with Trick is finished. We could give Ober. They're both worth exactly the same amount. Let's see. No. Why is that a terrible deal? No, fine. Goodbye then. No, I don't want your El Grande, thank you. So the next one is Mania. I think it was Damage Control again. Like you said, it was all the stuff with the Vision just went wrong. Just kept going wrong. So, they've had to try and salvage as much as they can. And the best way to protect Paul Heyman is to link him back in with Brock again. Okay. Which one of these? All right then, guys. Well, I am wrapping it up there, and the next one of these we do will be the last. It will be, we've already won it. We've got the 5 trophies at the top, as you can see. The next one will be WrestleMania. So, what feuds are we going to do? What matches are we going to build towards? I'm not 100% sure yet. I've got a couple of ideas. Although we'll only get a couple of matches on the WrestleMania card itself, of course, because Jill Brand pay-per-view. Anyway, guys, Fritzio says, fun fact, Omos was Lesnar's last WrestleMania, but he was. Yeah, you're right. That was rubbish. Anyway, guys, want to say thank you to Muller Arcade, magnificent logo, and of course Fritzio Empire. For joining us here tonight. I do appreciate it. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. I might do a stream tomorrow. I am not sure. What I will say is, whilst it will just be normal next week, the week after, I will have another week off work. So you will get to see some extra streams then. So something to enjoy. See you later, Fabrizio. See you later, anyone else who is watching. Until next time, take the high ground.